Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well and welcome back to the Baking Analyst channel. On this channel, we cover everything from cryptocurrencies to economics to personal finance with a focus on DeFi and yield farming as a wealth generation tool. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, do consider leaving a like and subscribing to this channel. If you're completely new to the world of DeFi and you're wondering how on earth these people are staking their cryptocurrencies on decentralized protocols and earning 300% per annum returns as well as generating a decent amount of passive income on a daily basis, well, I actually have a free online course that you can access, linked down below, using a free trial of Skillshare. You can cancel it at any time and it'll come at no cost to you whatsoever. We've also launched our Discord community, which is a growing community of yield farmers who are really open to sharing all their alpha, and of course we'll be addressing one particular concern of this community today. So if you'd like to be part of this growing community, link is again down below. Simply pop in and enjoy the chat. I'm also working on some exclusive content on advanced DeFi strategies and educational content to be released in the premium section of the Discord channel, so do stay tuned for that. Now with that shilling out of the way, let's jump right into today's content. Now today I'm making a shorter video because I'm taking some time off, but today's video is really about two main things. The first is the growing development of GameFi in the Cronos ecosystem or CRO ecosystem, and specifically on the Mad Meerkat Finance or MMF platform, as well as what this change to Crypto.com's earn rates could mean for DeFi and all our bags of CRO. At the end of this video, I'll also be going through why I've decided to allocate a larger proportion of my portfolio from dark right over to one of these MMF USDC pools that are paying a pretty good APR as of now. So to begin with, we have some news from the Mad Meerkat Finance or Mad Meerkat Burrow team, and they are bringing GameFi to Cronos. They are not only going to be a DEX and an NFT marketplace. What they've just announced sometime this week was the Mad Meerkat Arena. It appears largely similar to other play-to-earn games in terms of tokenomics. However, it does integrate quite a bit of their Mad Meerkat NFTs. So in this case, you can actually send your Meerkat or Mad Meerkat NFT into the wilderness to fight monsters and earn some MMG tokens. Now, while this is not a gaming channel and I don't advertise it as such, there is one big development to be taken away from this MMA launch. This could increase MMF's ranking on our coin tier list. Why? That is because the MMF token will be used as a gas token in the game. So this is a bit like what has happened recently with DeFi Kingdoms, where they were announcing that Jewel will be used as a gas token. It is not clear in this article alone whether they are going to be launching some sort of sidechain that uses MMF as a gas token or whether this is going to be something like an in-game currency. However, the fact that they're going to model this economically like a gas token and require that for transactions to be made means that there is likely to be an increase in demand for the MMF token, giving it further price support. This on its own definitely does represent an improvement in the fundamentals of MMF, promoting it decisively beyond being a farm token. Now, a big problem with things like GameFi and the development of new projects is that, there usually is like a huge buildup of hype and then a huge dump, as we've seen in the Cosmic Universe project on Harmony 1. One problem I see with this is that there was hype regarding the land or NFT sale around this time where Magic pumped to the moon and came crashing back down again. But at the same time, given that these games are nowhere near their final form, I would say that the value of the token that is to be used in a game, or any sort of gas token like MMF proposes, or even Jewel, would depend on the size of the community that is actually playing the game. Well, we look at Axie Infinity, for example. Why does AXS hold its value relatively well compared to something like this, going all the way to $4 and crashing back down to around 30 cents. Well, we all know that Axie Infinity, for instance, has a huge player base who are constantly providing demand or buying pressure for the tokens that are used in game. If you're not familiar with the Mad Meerkat ecosystem, they do have quite a sizable NFT community. If we go over to their community here, we see that there is a pretty dedicated community around both the NFTs, the Treehouse NFTs, the optimizers, the farmers on MMF and MMO, as well as the Savannah Finance and your METF. So in general, the fact that the community here is pretty strong is likely to be a good indicator that this game might have at least some adoption, especially if people are already holding on to these NFTs and might want to use them to earn some more tokens that are part of the ecosystem. Even if this game were just to be a copy of DeFi Kingdoms, for example, or something like Magic, due to the fact that there is already a pre-existing NFT community that is making use of these NFTs, staking them on MMO and MMF in order to boost yields for now, this would indicate that there should be at least some sort of player community for this game, which results in a network effect or positive feedback loop whereby other people see it, it looks fun, and it looks nice to earn some money while you're playing games as well, and then they ape in as well, causing buying pressure on MMF. And while this might seem like a more speculation-heavy video than the usual farming updates, I thought it would be a timely video to make because of the backdrop of what is going on. When we look at crypto.com, the original issuer of the CRO coin, well, the earn function on crypto.com is having its raised slashed to basically not a lot more than what you would get from a bank if you're using the flexible term, and only up to 8% on stable coins if you stake them for 3 months. Now, although that doesn't look like much, this has caused a good amount of pushback within the crypto.com community, which could cause people to start considering other places to shift their money to. If you're holding on to a lot of stable coins or one of these tokens that have been affected, what would you do instead? You could shift them to other CeFi protocols, which could potentially also be lowering rates in the near future because it is not sustainable or requiring longer lockup terms, or you could choose the alternative and go into DeFi. And one thing about crypto.com is that it makes going into DeFi so easy. You just use the app, withdraw to Cronos network, and you are ready to play with any of these DeFi protocols. What I see from this is that there is a potential negative catalyst in the short term for CRO, in that people are going to not be too happy with this whole sudden announcement of rate cuts. However, this could be offset by the fact that crypto.com is sponsoring the FIFA World Cup. So that could put crypto.com in front of the eyes of many more people. So the increase in users and the resulting increase in demand for CRO for the debit cards could offset some of the negative reaction from people as they move their money out to other CeFi platforms. For the people who move to DeFi platforms, however, they will find several options, and of course MMF would be one of the beneficiaries. For example, if they decide that, hey, you know what, since rates are going to be so low, there are two ways of getting around it, and one of them would be to accept that I can either accept these lower rates or use part of that portfolio to take on a little higher risk in order to offset the lower rates. And to do that, I might go into a riskier cryptocurrency like CRO or into one of the top DeFi protocols on the Cronos chain, simply because it's easier to do from within the app. And this influx of people into DeFi that is potentially possible as a result of this slashing of rates could lead to some increase in demand for the coins of quality projects on Cronos. So all in all, these two events that happened both around the same time this week has been reason enough for me to consider shifting a larger portion of my portfolio to be placed in one of these MMF USDT or MMF USDC pools, partly because you gain some exposure to MMF, which could potentially increase in value due to it becoming somewhat of a gas token, as well as the fact that the slashing of rates could mean that people move their capital into DeFi and discover our yield farming community and join us in our quest for compound interest. So, short video today. I hope you found this video informative and useful. If you liked it, do leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel, and also check out our Discord community if you want to see more yield farming content, as well as some alpha that our members have been getting. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.